I guess. I mean, my microphone's kinda echoey.
Huh.
Yeah.
I changed to
Okay.
this avatar again.
I love this avatar.
Well, you know,
Not
this
my
avatar
cat.
is nice except for the creepy eyes, but yeah.
Why? Are
I
they
don't know.
creepy? Are they too creepy for you? Can I stare into your soul?
Uh,
Can I have it? Belty
Nah,
took
they're
mine.
not.
I need one.
Neo. Neo.
You,
You
on the
sure?
Netflix, do you have a spare soul? You have a spare soul?
You just
Nah.
tilt my head down a bit.
Mm.
Stare into my eyes.
Eh. Anyway.
Sharp made this world. Sharp makes a lot of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Alright, there they go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, the creepiest avatar I've seen, I think it's like the... You know how you have like a blocked avatar pretty much? No, not blocked, but not shown at all. Like there's like a robot instead.
And then suddenly it
Yeah.
turns into a
For
horror
the-
one, right?
Yep, yep.
Ah, sometimes I saw that
That one's the
online,
best.
but it's nothing to me.
I love this.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
It's even better when I'm staring directly at you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Du-du-du-du-du. Oh, wait, that seems weird to me. Oh, okay, it's because nothing. I thought I saw something I shouldn't, but yeah, it's doing properly. So yeah. Just in case, if you ever get lost, you can actually, like, there is a map on the World Launchpad, which is page 3.
Oh yeah.
Yep, there is a map at page 3.
There's a map. Oh, cool. Cause you have like the little portal stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah. And it actually shows you where you are as well.
Cute.
Yeah.
Oh, Ness is going crazy with the plant. Nah.
Like the plant. Plants are cool.
Yeah. You can actually go to other houses and go check it out. The map changes as well, just to show you where you are.
That's cool.
I can see it. It's working.
There you go.
It's like a different section.
Mm.
Oh, they went into a portal.
Nah, to the right hand side. Here we are. Alright, where is Ness? Okay, Ness probably have no idea that we are here now. Let me go take a look. Ness! Ness Nalika. We are over at the North 1 cluster, which is the teleporter to the right, which is this one. Oh boy, there's more. Oh boy. Don Fluffles.
No.
Nyo.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yay, more are joining.
More people.
Oh,
What is this world?
where do I even start? It's like a center for creators or friends. So yeah, it's a hangout world and a world with a bunch of functions as well at the same time.
There's portals and stuff like fire, and then marshmallow, and then
Mm.
all the particle stuff. I don't know, Don. Is this still Don? I don't know. This is a public world though.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know where Nez went.
Now I've no idea where Ness is now.
It's
Not here.
We're gonna need like a find a person map. I don't know where Nez went.
Oh. Hmm. Oh boy, I can't see. Where is everyone? Alright, time to use my superpowers. Boink. Or can I use it? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hmm. Strange. Where did the other went? Oh, yep, you can take that. So that is a grabbable screen.
Let's see where I'm carrying it though.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Alright, let me go check out the other clusters. Oh! Oh boy. Here you are.
I was following Nez. Who came in?
Someone else with a kitty cat picture. Oh boy. And now it's lagging now.
What is I just gonna just gonna casually respawn.
There we go. Oh boy.
how you do.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There we go. Wait, where did the others went?
I think they're on.
Oh boy. Hmm. Alright, I guess we'll respawn and find out.
Yeah.
Oh, here
Hello,
we are.
Russell.
哦，牛哦。
That's a cool atlas. I like even like find a person. That's you.
Okay,
Is that the one
I'm
with the head
crashing
that
now.
Oh.
I'm crashing now. That's why I'm
No!
going to change everyone, like, turn everyone into stickmans.
Oh no, for sure. Because you're streaming. For sure. Streaming. Even like find a person map. Tissue.
Oh boy. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to survive that or not.
Paper.
Might be.
Oh boy, I don't know if I can survive that.
I just had to restart my
Yeah.
PC.
Okay, there we go. I guess I'm good now. Oh boy.
Start my PC.
You okay now, sir?
Perhaps.
You got nose off.
Alright, there we go. Stickman, stickman. Not stickman, stickman. There we go.
I'm not a stick. Yeah.
Alright, there we go. Ah, but still, somehow lagging. No idea why. I guess probably it's because I'm streaming as well. That's why I'm a little bit laggy as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, capturing what's on my screen and then smack it. Alright, shall we continue making the board game? Since we have this enough of people. Yay!
I don't understand anything Sharp is telling me. He said like he's trying to make some sort of oh my god, my screen. He's trying to make some sort of board game and I don't understand what's happening. They explained it to me and I am still lost.
What are you guys gonna play?
I would say,
Sharp is trying to make a game.
like a board
I
game.
need ideas though apparently and I've been sitting here useless.
A board game?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
Yeah, I know a
I'm
few.
I
I
I
don't know how
guess
to
I would
play.
like to bring all of you to that living room, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Because that is like so calm for me for no reason at all. Yep.
Right this way, folks.
Oink. So here we are, the West 1 cluster. So you can see the map is different
What
as well.
is-
Okay, just in case, I want to make sure if this is working. Fluffles, what do you see on the floor?
On the floor, I see a rug, a bunch of pillows, a couple.
Oh
a
boy.
blue
Okay.
cluster thing.
What does what color's the floor? What's on the floor?
The floor is light birch planks.
I don't know if the keypad feature works on that.
You might have to redo the keypad
Okay, do you see the grass?
because they're new to the instance.
Do you see there's a bunch of grass?
Grass? Like you mean outside?
No, like
Grass.
inside
Okay,
here.
yeah, we're gonna take that as a no.
Okay, what about?
Yeah, sure, we're gonna have to redo it.
Hmm. Okay, let me see. So it doesn't work for late joiners. Hmm.
Oh, yeah, at least we know that now.
What about now?
Yeah. No.
What?
Honestly, I
The
don't see
grass
anything either.
growing?
I don't see any grass growing either.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay, then why we are the one we are singing it?
I don't know, I see the grass growing.
Like both of you are on PC, you should be able to see this.
Maybe it's... Nope, that's anything.
I don't know.
Hmm. Okay, then this also
I
means
don't
that
know.
this is not my problem. Because you can see it, I
Not
can
your
see
problem.
it, and but the both of
Yeah.
you can't.
It might be your world functions, though. I don't know, because, I mean, they were... Hold on, I got an idea.
Maybe we need
I'm gonna be
to
back.
factor...
Okay.
It's, good news. I had Buffalo Wild Wings. Bad news is I have Buffalo Wild.
You have what?
Good
I
news.
couldn't hear.
Good news. I have Buffalo Wild Wings.
Uh-huh.
Bad news. I have Buffalo Wild Wings.
Sorry, I don't get that. I didn't get that.
I didn't get it either.
Good news. I have Buffalo Wild Wings.
Mm-hmm. Which is a restaurant, yes.
Yeah.
You have something right there, yes.
Bad news. I have Buffalo Wild Wings.
You what? Buffalo wings?
Bad news. I have Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay. Yes, Sharp.
What?
I don't see the grass anymore.
Okay, strange. So it's not exactly that synced.
Yeah, because I went to my home world, and then I re-came in this world. There's no grass
Huh, strange.
in the house.
Alright! Time to fix this at the next stream. Oh boy, it's going to require a lot of stuff. But what will happen if I press the button again?
Yeah.
Okay, let me press the button again. Now do you see the grasses?
Nope.
What? How come?
The angriest one I've
Yeah,
heard
you
from you.
see anything,
What?
no?
What do you mean you can't see the grass?
It's not I'm angry, it's like, this is a very serious thing. Okay, pause the
What
card
is
game.
that?
I need to fix this.
Yeah, the grass comes first.
Strange, but why I can see the grass?
Oh my god, my mic. Bleh. Yes.
So, do you know what I mean? Good news, I have Buffalo Wild Wings. Bad news, I have Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh no! Fair enough, fair enough. I know exactly what you mean.
Okay, for that
Yes,
one I don't get it.
That
I
was
don't get it either,
painful.
so...
Okay, so buffalo wild wings, like it's good coming in, right? It's bad going out.
Like,
Oh.
Okay.
it makes you have to shit a lot.
Yep.
And it
I
tastes
see.
so good.
Okay.
Okay.
And like, don't get me wrong, they're
Okay.
quality wings, but like, it's something you strictly need to have once in a great while.
I will kill for some Domino's like garlic parmesan wing, like the little chicken things. They're oh my god, they're not wings, but they're little they're like mini little drumsticks or whatever. But like oh they're so good.
Okay. Snow, what about try this?
Yes.
Okay, now are you on the keypad page on this board?
All right, now I am.
Okay, the number 5412.
Yeah. Hold on. One thing at a time. 5,
4 1
4.
2.
1, 2. Okay, and now I hit submit, right?
Okay, now
Okay, and now
on
what?
on the second button onto like it's like the right
Yeah.
button. Is there a little bulb up there?
I mean, I just see the big orange button that says something comforting. Do I press that?
Okay, above that button, do you see like a little square?
Nope.
Okay, meaning you have typed the wrong thing. Type it again. 5 4 1
This is
2.
so hard. 5, 4, 1, 2. All right, I see the little thing. I did type it in wrong.
All right,
See,
press
I'm
it.
stupid. Okay.
Okay, now press the big button.
All right. I see the grass. Do you guys see the grass?
And I see the grass as well.
Do you two
Yes,
see the
finally
grass?
I can see the grass. I see the grass.
Yay!
Okay, if I'm the one who do it, alright, let me turn it off. And then now let me turn it on.
Maybe it's because you.
Okay,
Maybe it only
Oh.
works with like the people that on an instance
it
that
just
can
disappeared,
come in at the
but-
same time. I don't know.
wait, are you guys still seeing the grass now?
No,
No, I
it's
don't
gone
see it.
now.
Okay, what about
I
now?
can't see
What about
grass.
now?
You canceled the grass.
What
I
about
see the
now?
Yes, I
grass.
see it now.
I see the grass.
Okay, so
It's
I
not
see the
growing, but I
grass.
see the grass.
Okay.
I saw the grass.
It's just in one place.
Okay, so it kinda worked. It's a little bit sus. Okay, how about we will just do some testing again. So what will I do is I will go into another instance and then I will turn
This
on the
girl.
grass and then see if all you late joiners can see it or not.
I don't think we can though because we just tested the late join with me.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I don't
You
know.
need to wait a little bit. It is growing.
Yeah,
It's good. We see the grass.
Yeah,
but it's not growing for late joiners.
slowly growing.
Fluffles? What are you doing?
You're breathing okay there, Fluffles?
Yeah, I have to keep my mic really close to my face because it's an inline mic, so if it strays away from my face, you can't hear me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I have a bad neck as well.
And plus, I went bowling like a couple hours ago. So,
Okay, let
What
me watch the
exactly do you guys
stream
want
a
to
little bit
do
just to see
here?
if that frame rate is really bad on my screen or it is just my laptop smart.
Yeah. I don't know, you're kind of lagging a bit on stream, but you have been the whole time for me, but I don't know, maybe that's because I'm
Yep.
well, in here and watching, I don't know.
Yeah, now I'm watching on my phone as well, and then the frame rate is also extremely low. Oh boy.
Well, what we were doing, Virachi, is like, I don't know, Sharp wanted to invent some board game, and I was not
Oh.
very
Anyway,
helpful.
I'm gonna go
Invent the board
because I
game?
got invited, so yeah.
Oh.
I just thought you wanted to play a board game or something. I don't know.
Mm.
I didn't know you were trying to like make one.
Make one, yeah.
Like, because
Like
most of the
how
time.
you're supposed to make.
Well, for the main idea we
Going
have
forward.
came out already, which is it has something to do with Blender. But don't worry, it's the easy part. Hmm. So, okay, let's came up with those functions. Or I guess I should explain, I don't know, for that board game.
I don't even know what's going on. You tried to explain it to me like 5 times.
I don't know.
Try to explain to me then.
Okay.
And
Okay, so it's like
it's no one.
multiple player game, and then it's going to be like a team versus another team. Okay, so what we are just going to need is just one stack of card, and then this stack of card can be divided into two types. One type is the resource type, and then the other one is the object type. So the main idea is like by using the resource type cards and build object cards. So far, did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be something like, okay, for each team, to win the game, they have to make 3 hypercubes. And then to make one
Wait, what?
hypercube,
To make 3 what?
to make 3
Wait, to
hypercubes.
make what is that?
A hypercube is just like
Hypercube.
an imaginary thing, like
Construction, an
anything.
object. Construction, object, something. Those from the materials, and you win.
Almost
Or
something
no?
like that. And then the materials, like, okay, I'm just going to use a metaphor, which is almost everyone can get it. So I'm just gonna say, okay, the resource type packs is just like the materials, like logs, or maybe fire, or water, or bricks, or planks, or glass, or something like that, in order to build things. For example, maybe like a church, or maybe something like school, or maybe something like houses, or tavern, or something like that. That is equivalent to objects in this game. So an object can be something like as simple as a knife, or a pen, or a candle, or a book, or anything. But since we're dealing with Blender, we all know that meshes, like objects, is actually made out of vertices, edges, and faces. But I have just simplified that. Okay, we're just going to deal with faces. So for faces, we have triangle, square, pentagon, and then hexagon. And then anything which is higher than 6-sided, I'm just going to call it a hypergon. And then by using these resources or materials, you can build objects. And then these objects over here will have different functions. So for example, maybe you have a unicorn card in your hand, and then it requires somewhere around like 20 triangles, and it requires something like 12 cubes. I mean 12 rectangles. So if you used up all those resources, now you can have a unicorn. And then this unicorn can do the following, just
Yeah.
like destroy one object from your opponent. Let's say it's something like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
So
this feels like Adventure Time or something.
almost, I would say.
Where the
But
Jake explain
yeah,
how the game works to Finn.
but
And the
okay,
game is kind of similar a bit.
almost. But the main part which is different is you created this object not just because to make you stronger, it's because you need it for a goal. So if you have created, say, maybe like 5 objects, you can combine all of them and make one wrench. And then this wrench is actually one of the materials you need in order to build the hypercube. A hypercube will require you
Oh.
6 squares and then 1 wrench. So in total, you need to make 15 objects.
So you have cards that represent material on one hand. You have other cards that represent buildings that you can make from those cards.
Not
Once you
exactly
combine
building, it's
certain
actually objects.
Oh, I guess it was building materials. Okay, building objects then. So you build something, meaning you use a card that represents that building or anything like that. If you
Almost.
want to get hypercube, you need to sacrifice your buildings to get special material that is
Something
required
like
to
that.
build one.
And then you will also
If you-
lose the function. But don't worry, because you're working with a team. So yeah, it's like your team and you will have to come up with 3 hypercubes. So all of you have to work for each other.
Alright. What if you would need to capture certain materials that are specific to each team though? What if for final hypercube you needed to get a special material that can only be produced in one team's like environment, let's say? That would be interesting.
I
Maybe even
don't
more than one.
I don't quite get that. Can you give me an
Let's see.
example?
Maybe a certain team, if you, I don't know how many teams you can have. Was it 2, 4? What is the
The
maximum?
theme is going to be
team.
something like minimalistic.
So two teams?
Yeah, 2 teams.
Or is it like 3 teams? Oh, 2 teams. Well, yeah, then it probably wouldn't work too much. You kind of need a little bit more interaction with the other people because you're just gonna kind of build.
Of course, we
mostly.
can have the expansion version of this, though. Like adding more teams, yeah, or maybe something like adding individual teams, yeah. And then they just need to make just one hypercube and then they win.
Maybe. Yeah, I do understand what this is about.
Okay, or I should say something like, or I should guess. Oh wait, we can have identity cards. We have identity cards, so it's like who is like red team, who is like blue team, and then who is the leader, who is not the leader, and then who is
Yeah.
the left out one, and then who is the individual ones.
You could have instead of one deck, because you said you're gonna have like one deck,
Yeah,
you
like
could divide that one deck between the teams, maybe. And
what I
maybe
mean
there
is
would be
something like
special cards that could be added to the deck.
or
For
I should
example,
say
the
something
deck
like
of
this.
your team.
For each player, there are 2 ways to store cards. One way is to store it by using hand. And in this case, your hand card, like your maximum hand card, maybe it's somewhere around maybe like 10. And then there is, for each player, they have something like the inventory slot. So maybe different player have different inventory slot. So maybe some of them have maybe like 7, or maybe some of them have something like 8 or 9. And then and then some of the resource cards will take up 1 space, but if you have the same type, you can stack them. And then if you have something like other objects as well, that objects will take up 1 space as well. So you only can have limited amount of things activated. What is in your hand is not activated, but you can choose to activate that.
What about our object cards? Are they gonna be in the inventory as well?
Yes, so they will take up space as well. And that's why you will have to try to quickly build as many objects as you can and then just collapse them into just one wrench. And then just quickly build as many hypercubes as you can, so just to make sure that you have the most space all the time.
How are you gonna distribute the cards?
Just shuffle them and then put them in the middle, and then everyone will get maybe like 5 cards initially.
And what is there? There will be like rounds. One team
Yes,
does something,
yes,
the other one
yes.
does.
Everyone
and
will
then
take
you-
turn.
When you round 5,
Everyone will
cards
take turns.
or like one more card. Yeah.
Everyone will take turn, and then everyone will draw 1 card, I guess.
Oh, 1 card. Okay.
Or maybe 2 cards, I don't know.
Quite interesting, I guess. I'm wondering how could you like easily improve this?
Easily what?
There could be No, I just wonder how could you easily improve this? Because making this in VR is quite
It's
tempting
just
to me.
if I manage to find the poker card prefab, meaning I can actually start making more, and then I can just literally like add more textures to it, and then design my own textures, and then everything will be good, hopefully.
Yeah. This reminds me of Finn and Jake playing that game in one of the series. I can't. Where they also used cards and they built like structures, all kinds of structures for defense, for all kinds of things, pretty much. Except, well, there was a representation of that card, meaning if you have a horse, you'll have a horse appear on your field. Wait, maybe you could add like cards that pretty much just reveal your opponent's card. Simple as that. Instead of having yourself in your inventory, all those cards, you can reveal like one card of your choice, or there could be another card that forces you to.
And then I'm thinking maybe this
reveal
can be
any
the
card.
function of one of the objects.
Might be that too. Wait, where's the snow?
I don't know. Wait, where's Snow? Oh,
He's gone. Oh no, she. Wait, is it a she or a he? I didn't. It's a she, right?
it's a she.
I don't know. Oh, okay. I honestly didn't know. All right, but well, she's gone, I guess.
Mm,
I don't know why.
I have no idea why as well.
Could understand that maybe we were too boring or something.
Maybe.
Oh wait, no. Maybe she just visited someone.
Oh, possible.
That's all. Well, anyway, you're probably friends with her, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What does she think about this?
So far, she have no idea what I was talking about.
It's not that hard. I mean, if you compare it to D&D, it's not that hard.
Compared to D, yeah,
Oh
D&D
my.
is actually like much flexible.
Much.
Because
But
it
it's
is
good.
possible that the players can make up their own rules and as well, and then the dungeon master can see, hey, if it's allowed, like if it's doable.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Hmm?
I don't know. There's no one I can join right now. Most of
Nah.
the people that I have on my list, I barely know.
Nah.
Like you meet them once, and then you just don't remember who they are, and you
Oh
don't want to
no.
go in because you don't know that person anymore. And
Mm.
if they would remember you and you wouldn't remember them, how's that gonna go on
Oh
that one?
no, that is actually bad.
Yeah, I had that happen. I forget people names very quickly.
Hmm.
I didn't get snow though.
Oh,
Somehow,
okay.
surprised I didn't.
Because I
Even
guess
though
it
she
can be.
changed the avatar.
Hmm. I guess the reason you can remember her name is because her name is actually derived from a common word, which is snow, which actually literally means something, and then so you understand that meaning, and that's why you can still remember it.
Well, my name is also, well, kind of tied to a real thing. But,
Reichi,
well,
huh?
it's in Latin mostly.
Latin. Like,
It's
what
not
does it mean?
full. The C is also coming together. It's just type in maned wolf, like in English, and look up what's the Latin name for that
What
wolf
is the
type.
what is the
But the
English word
animal
you
is
told me to search again?
maned wolf.
How do you spell that? Like,
MANED.
mm-hmm.
And then wolf. I think you can spell wolf,
Maned
right?
wolf. Oh, okay, found that.
Like a
Ooh, that
long-legged
looks
dog.
good. That looks good.
Like my favorite animal, I guess. So I just took the Latin name and made it into something
Oh,
interesting,
oh, this is
a
actually
bit more.
clever.
Yeah,
Chrysostion
yeah.
Brachurus. Wow.
Chrysoscean
Chrysostion
brachyrus, I think.
Brachurus.
At least that's yeah. At least that's what it's
Cool.
being spelled.
That's actually
I
clever.
just had to make it a bit more catchy or rememberable, shorter, of course.
Mm-hmm. But that's
So
actually
it's
cool.
just
It's yet
Brachy.
so casual and scientific at the same time, which is good.
I guess.
Yeah.
What is your name, the Sharp Razor?
Well, I actually had this name back at somewhere around like 2016. So yeah. I've been using this name since that day.
I had like my name for I don't know 10 months, maybe now, maybe a bit more, 11,
Mm.
almost 11.
Mm.
No, anyway, what else do you think you're gonna do with that game? What do
Gonna
you think you're
do
gonna improve
with
there?
my name. I guess I like my name, so I just
No,
gonna stick with
game.
it.
No, game.
Oh,
Game.
game.
I said game.
The board game. Giving it a name. So what can I say? Eh. Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that. Or did you?
I didn't think about the name. I just think about the rules and then I just see if I can figure out the name. But I guess I'm just going to call it Hyper Mesh.
Hyper. I guess. How's it gonna look though? Like the feel of the cards, will it be like Middle Ages, sci-fi,
It's going to be
or
like
today?
computer-ish. if you know
Confused.
Blender or maybe Unity or something like that, it's like it is based on 3D softwares. So it's going to be modern and minimalistic and dark style.
I know very, very little about Blender and Unity. Very
I
little,
see.
though. I barely made anything. I made like a head by just following a guide on YouTube. Well, I do understand a little bit when you're talking about like meshes and all of that stuff, but just a bit. My experience with the Blender is like 30 minutes. Well, actually, it was more like an hour and a bit because I was following and doing that stuff at the same time. That's pretty much it. I would still need to learn how to use Unity if I wanted to add like dynamic bones or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that.
Dynamic
Maybe
bones
later.
is actually, for me, it's the hard part.
No, probably. I don't even know anything about dynamic bones. I know how they look, but I don't know how they function. Like what kind of code you need to put in there. I've never done that. Just don't know that. Hmm. Hmm. You're gonna create like an entire world for that game, right? Gonna be like an entire world, or it's
No,
gonna...
I'm going to make it like a small card game and let's make it right here.
Oh.
So it's actually a board game or a tabletop game designed for this world.
Designed for this world. Is it gonna be like in one of these houses?
Like, I would say it's going to be like right in this house right here. Because, okay, if I turn off the grass floor, you can see this place over here. It's like no couch, just little cushions, just little pillows. It's like, I don't know if you have those
Nice.
memories. It's like you have those friends or family. Everyone gathers around in a big circle in a big cozy area, and then everyone just go bonkers with card games and stuff. And everyone just had a
I
good
see.
time. If you
What-
remember that.
What's with pillows? If you say VR is not real in this world, checkmate. www. What is the highest mountain? Yeah. Let's see.
If you pick
What
it,
is this?
if you pick it up and you're hovering it, like if you're first hovering it and then you pick it up, you
Oh,
can see
I
there are two
see.
different
That
sentences.
is me. I see. It's like an answer.
Yeah,
So
not quite.
maybe Mount Everest. Maybe. Just maybe.
Yeah, because it is possible there may be still other higher mountains. It's just we don't know yet. For now,
There could be
it's
a...
Mount Everest, but maybe we don't know. Perhaps.
Would you call it a mountain if there is a mountain that sticks above the water just a little bit, but it's going really deep into the ocean? Would that be a mountain?
So, to be honest, like
So,
when every
would it be an
time when you
island?
try to compare something, you always need a clear definition. Like, for example, what is the highest mountain? But before knowing which is the highest mountain, the first question we need to decide is, how do we define a mountain? And then if we know what is a mountain, then how do we define the height of a mountain? Where are we start counting it from? Like above the
Water
sea
level.
level? Or what?
Yeah. We can go with above the sea level, then of course mine would be tiny.
Mm. Yep.
What if it's an active volcano? But wait, no. What if it is like an old volcano? It's not active anymore. Would that be a mountain? Is it
So
still a volcano even though it is not active at all?
I don't know. That's why you need a very clear definition. Otherwise, that will break. Like that statement will quickly break down immediately.
Yeah. Grant me for free cuddles.
Oh wait,
Gra-
let me for free cuddles. Yep.
Okay, what is
Grab me for free cuddles.
real
It's a
estate.
typo. Damn it. Oh yeah.
It's real estate.
Yep. Oh, have you read this grid thing? Like this
What?
squares, like this thing.
Squares.
Like this one.
This one checkmate?
Yes, and then what will you read
Or
when you pick it up?
only using 32 cells? Oh,
Do you
I
get
see.
it?
I do understand a little bit. I do understand the think a little bit because there's like
Because the
half
checkerboard,
the board
checkerboard
is white,
is
half is
64.
black, maybe. Yeah, that's why half the white and half black.
Yep.
Those. Then how do you call it? Squares. There we go. Half of them will be white and half will be black.
Yep.
What else? What is that? Wow. If you say VR chat is decaying, you definitely have no idea what you're thinking.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
If you say VR is not real, first off define the word real.
Yep.
Clever.
Like this is a very
When's
important
the first time that you heard? Can see the answer. When is the first time that you heard the sound of snow falling from the sky? No, I don't know. Probably when I was too young to remember that kind of.
Hmm.
Uh,
And then if everything is way too messy, you can actually press this button so it will organize it back. There we go.
Oh, I see. I mean, the knives are still here.
Yeah. That one is just for the
The rolling
pillows.
pin as well. Oh, for a second, I thought it was a rolling pin here, like miniature rolling pin. It's pencil.
Yeah. Oh well.
Have you like made any games before?
Actually, board games, yes. Or mini web browser games, yes as well. I know a little bit of JavaScript. But Wix JavaScript, not pure JavaScript.
I don't know anything about those coding languages, I guess. Wait, what is this exactly? There's something.
This is a pen.
Those mugs. No, I know that's a mug. There's something written. Those mugs at the center cluster. Oh, I can't see the answer. They're my cousins, topologically. Unfortunately, I don't exactly know what topologically means.
Well, have you ever heard of a mug and a donut is exactly the same topologically? Have you ever heard of that?
Uh, wait, can you say that again? Those two words that you said.
A mug and a donut is topologically the same.
What is the first one? The first word. I can't hear the first one.
Mug. It's like a cup, but
Oh, mug.
it's not a cup, it's a mug.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that statement before?
Probably not. I mean,
Then do you know what
I
is
don't speak
topology?
English that well. My second language. I probably need to look that up. I don't know many words like in English
Hmm.
that mean something different.
So do you know what is topology?
Probably no. I'll look that up. Wait.
Okay. Like, quick version of that thing, imagine everything is made out of elastic materials, so you can pull or squeeze it as any way as you like, as long as you're not poking holes or you're not tearing it apart. Then you're good. So if I have a mug made out of
Yeah.
elastic materials, I can like smoosh them into a donut without poking holes or tearing them apart, because there's a hole in the candle, and then I can just pull the bottom part of that mug out to make it solid, and then that will turn into a donut eventually.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't break it, if you squeeze
Yeah, you're not
will
allowed to
turn into
tear
one.
it, you're not allowed to cut it, you're not allowed to, you know, poke holes.
it, yeah. I've heard about this. I remember. There are like
It's actually
I heard this
mathematical
somewhere, I
stuff.
think. Probably. I do remember that I heard something somewhere. Somewhere.
I
I
see.
just don't remember where.
Mm.
I think chemistry, maybe.
Hmm.
I heard that in chemistry. Maybe.
Chemistry?
I would need to look that up. There, there are certain substances, I guess, that are made out of same materials, you could say, same
Or
molecules.
you mean
But
isometric?
they're like, I guess those. I mean, probably those. Maybe it's that stuff, but this is a bit different. I mean, you're molding, you're shaping it.
Well, the reason I'm letting the pen say it is a torus is because it only has two holes as well. You see that hole at the handle?
Yeah.
Yep, just like the hole at the mug, like the hole on the
Yeah.
donut. So yeah.
Yeah. I think I've heard about topology when I was like listening to lectures about DNA, something like that.
Huh.
Don't really remember honestly,
Nah.
because there's like different types of DNA,
Mm.
like 3 different types. The ones are the most common are like B type and so on.
Another easy example
But
is a cube and a
no, I do
sphere is
understand.
exactly the
I do
same.
understand.
Oh, then that's good.
Yeah, I do understand what you mean by that. I'm wondering that where I heard this before, but I can't remember.
Ah, I see.
Is it like chemistry? Is it like
No, it's maths.
studies? Oh, probably math. I mean, you could probably use that somewhere else. Topology.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Oh, anyway. So what do we do now?
To
We're
be
kind
honest, I
of
have no idea.
Is-
Now I guess I'm just going to make objects for that hyper mesh game, if you know what I mean. So let me pull out my
Yeah, alright.
let me pull out my worksheet. Oink. I'm actually having Microsoft Excel open now. Oh boy. Yep,
Alright.
I've now Microsoft Excel opened. So, let me see. To grab one object from any player 3 times. So that is one of the function of one card. And then another one is just going to be something like, let a hand card from your opponent become activated in your inventory without using any resource card 3 times. What else? I'm just going to call this thing pure chaos, which is just pure chaos, which is just everyone give your hand deck to the player on your right. That is another function. 6 cards. Do you have any ideas for that card game? Because, you know, like each object will have different functions. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like, can you come up with several functions? And then we'll just start from there, and then we will decide which object will fulfill that function.
Spying.
Spying.
For
Like,
example, you might reveal per round, you can reveal one card of each player. Something similar. Fine. You can reveal, but they cannot know that. Yeah, they cannot know that. So they cannot know that you have the tower and you can reveal their cards. It must be a secret. That's what spying is. They could get caught though, in a way. I don't know what kind of way, but that could be an option too.
So reveal one card from each player.
You kind of have to balance this kind of stuff. Might be quite powerful.
Okay, I just figured out. I'm gonna just simply like, alright, not gonna go for that.
There could be a cheap object that you can make that would act as a barrier, pretty much. Instead of destroying your valuable object,
or maybe something like immune. So any effect will be immune to you for 3 times.
They can just wait out immunity if it's 3 rounds or something. Could be powerful if you have too many cards though. I, for example, have something like immunity after immunity after immunity, so it's not balanced because you're always immune.
But what I was
there
thinking,
should be a
like,
recharge time, long time of recharge.
it's like, what I mean is something like, after you used up 3 times, that objects don't have immunity anymore. But it still can be used as an hyper object.
Oh, I see.
I mean, like an object to build hyper mesh, to build a hypercube.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Hmm. What else? Like, hmm.
There could be an object that protects your like expensive constructions, like other objects. Either
I
it protects them from being destroyed, and instead the enemy destroys that object, the protecting one.
hmm.
So you cannot directly destroy something.
Okay, so
You
it's
must
just
first
gonna be a
destroy one
shield.
of those objects.
Protect.
Kind of like that. It could be an object. It could be some sort of an object that you need to make.
Protect the inventory for 2 times. From object getting destroyed or stolen. Okay, that's cool.
Hmm. Have you tried introducing like some sort of a bit more unique cards that could be good and detrimental for all of the players? For example,
Ooh.
switch cards with your opponent. Like switch 5 random cards with your opponent.
Okay, let me
That
add
could be
that.
useful or detrimental. Or detrimental for the
Switch
enemy or
5
you.
cards. Okay.
Yeah, switch 5 random
Or I
cards,
should just say
probably.
select 2 players to exchange 5 cards randomly.
But it shouldn't be an object card, I think. It shouldn't be an object because that is really powerful.
I would say it only can be used once.
I guess. I don't think you should include objects that.
Like
Unless
note
like
that
these objects.
each function over here is actually belongs to one object.
To one object.
Hmm. Excuse me. Oh boy.
What about attacking your opponent and destroying something of his? Did you come up with that already?
Yep, that is the unicorn.
The unicorn.
That is what
Can you
Snowly
spend
had
more
back.
materials?
Oh. Yeah, so it's going
No,
to be like
wait.
more materials.
Wait, no. What if you can have a unicorn and you can destroy one object?
Yes,
But
that
you could upgrade it. You could upgrade it once more for higher price and destroy 3 objects. But
ooh.
there's one catch. The enemy will know that you have a unicorn once you start upgrading it. And you have to kind of slowly
But what I
upgrade
mean
it
is something like
once.
okay. You are only allowed to use the object only if that object is not in your hand deck, but it is inside your inventory deck. And your inventory deck can be seen by everyone.
Oh, I see. What about unseen cards? What about cards that you can only see?
The only cards that only you can see is your own hand deck.
How was it? 5 spaces? How many?
Your hand deck is something
Self-
like 10 cards.
Oh, I see.
But your inventory, it will differ. It may differ. Like maybe some of you have 6 slots. Maybe some of you have something like what? 8 slots. Maybe some of you maybe have like 12 slots. And then for the
There's an object
resource,
that just grants more slots.
hmm?
What about the object that just grants you more slots?
And actually I've think about that as well, and that's actually the function of an object which we call just a simple box. I'll just simply call this cardboard box. Cardboard box, there we go. Which will require 7 rectangles to build.
What about like weapons that could use like resource cards to activate them? But the more you activate them, the more they use.
Ooh. A weapon that can be used as a resource card. Or an object that can be used as a resource card.
Basically, an object that uses resource card. The more you use it, the more resource cards you're gonna lose. Something like that.
Or oh, I think I can call it something like I guess I can call it like phase combiner. Like, because now the resource cards are now triangles, rectangles, pentagon, hexagon. I was thinking about if you have 2 triangles and then you have 1 object, so you can have use 2 triangles and then turn it into a rectangle. And then if you have like 3 triangles, you can make it a pentagon. Or maybe if you have a rectangle and you smack 1 more triangle, you end up with a pentagon. So you can
that could be useful.
and then you can actually treat multiple stuff together. Alright. I'm gonna just jot that. Combine resource cards to 1 to use it as 1, e.g. treating 3 triangles as let me see. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 sides.
Well, there could be also an object that removes the sides. Maybe. So you could probably make.
Okay, so let me see.
Like
okay, combine
triangle
resource
from a
cards
square.
to use it as 1. So treating 3 triangles as a pentagon. And then the other side of combine is to cut or separate. Separate resources card to use.
Wait a second.
Is it as multiple types. So for example, breaking down a hexagon into 1 rectangle and 2 triangles. Yeah. Alright, for that one.
Would be hard.
Oh.
Wait.
It's like, for example, if there is something which exactly need 1 rectangle and 2 triangles, but you only have 1 hexagon, but you have the knife which is this one, then you can use that knife and cut this thing down, and then so you can use that hexagon resource cut in order to build something you need.
So turn hexagon into two triangles.
So okay, let me grab that pen so I can draw it. Oh boy, can I grab it? Oh boy. Or wait, why I can't grab it? Okay, there we go. Oh,
Okay, there we go. Oh, I don't know.
thanks. There we go. So let's say I have boop, 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 boop. Oh boy, this is the worst hexagon I have ever drawn. But basically, it's going to be something like eh. So it can do it this way. It's either one triangle and a pentagon, or you can do it like two triangles and a rectangle, or you
That
can
will
do
be
it.
hard to program, I think. With so many
No,
options, that would be quite hard.
I mean, oh boy, it's like a bunch of card games. So it doesn't need to be computed. It's just cards. It's like if you're playing cards in the physical realm, you're just going to make sure that everyone follows that rules by yourself. It's not like you're going to set up
Oh,
a
I
computer
see.
to guard all of them.
I see.
But here's a catch.
So the player
You
chooses how.
Yes, but there's a catch. You are only allowed to cut them between two vertices. So you are not allowed to do from here to here, because no, you are only allowed to do it from vertices to vertices. So a hexagon will be equivalent to 4 triangles if you have the knife.
Mhm. Yeah. Alright.
And then let me see. So let me quickly jot that down. So that will, okay, so for combining, you definitely need tape. And then for the
No, how
knife,
are you gonna call that knife?
knife is just going to separate the resources card into, like, to use it at multiple types.
No. How are you gonna call the card? What is it gonna be, like knife or
Yes,
something?
yes,
What's the name of the card?
yeah, the name of the card is knife.
The shape knife.
No, just the
Shaper's
knife.
knife.
Just the knife.
I don't know. Just the knife. Shaper.
Okay, let me see. Can hold like any 6 cards just by using 1 slot. So that has something to do with inventory. Use 3 tissue papers. Each tissue paper is useless, but it can use up other players' inventory slot. So yeah, I might just do that as well. And that, it also has something to do with your inventory as well.
I have. Maybe there could be an object, or maybe an object actually.
Yeah, the tissue box is actually an object. I figured out a few, excuse me, like hours ago, maybe. And then just let me grab this thing down here, and just let me grab everything here. There we go. Okay. Okay, anything to do with your inventory to destroy one object. So that has something to do with the inventory. And then this one has something to do with your hand deck. So shield. Protect the inventory from 2 times. So it has something to do with the inventory. Okay, so shield. It's going to like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's require 5 like 2 pentagon and like 1 2 3 4 5 like 5 rectangles. 5 rectangles, 2 pentagons. There we go. Should be good. Okay, the next thing is unicorn. Unicorn is a little bit destructive, that's why it needs more. So it is basically an icosphere, so with a triangle count of 20, and then those 2 horns. Let's say those 2 horns is just gonna be like 4. So you need 28 rectangle like triangles
Wait,
instead.
why did you choose like the destructive tower to be represented as a unicorn? Like, what does the unicorn do?
The unicorn will able to destroy one object, any object, including the hypercube. Because it only has
That's really
one horn.
powerful.
Because it only has one horn. But it requires a lot of triangles, which is 28 triangles. Because it is built from an icosphere and then 2 tetrahedrons for the horns. The icohedron, the icosphere is the head. Just in case the icosphere have 20 triangles, so that's 20, and then one horn is 4, and then another horn is 4, so it's 20, 4, 4, and then that's 28.
Damn. And you can use this repeatedly? If you have the card, you don't lose the card, right? Even you use it.
I was thinking like for every attack you will need to sacrifice one thing.
One object or what?
Okay, able to destroy one object. For each destroy something like 2 triangles are required to be sacrificed. There we go. Okay. And then the other
2
one.
triangles.
And then the other one, it's like to grab one object from any other tree play, like to grab one object from any player 3 times. So this has something to do with the inventory. I was thinking about like what, a clamp? Yeah, it should be something like that.
A clamp. What would the clamp do?
Or maybe the claw. So the claw will grab one object from any player. You can do this maximum like 3 times.
Damn, these are like really powerful cards.
Yeah, that's why it's going to need like so many resource cards. So a single claw can be something like what? Let's make like just one finger. Let's just make one finger of the claw first. So a one finger should be something like what? Like 2 pentagons. Let me see. So it's just gonna be like 2 pentagons.
Wait.
And then each of that finger is going to have like what? 5 rectangles as well. But you are just going to times 3 because we have 3 fingers for that. So it's 15 and 6 as well. Now, since the finger is done, now it's finally to make the center part. And then the center part, I can say, is actually just a cylinder. So a cylinder will require 2 hypergon. And then let's just say, oh wait. Okay, let's just say that prism at the middle of the claw, it's like a hexagonal prism. So you will be needing 2 hexagon and then another 6 rectangles. So that will now be 21 rectangles. And then now for the wire for the upper part. So the wire is just going to be like several rectangles, I would say. So maybe somewhere around another 6. So it's now 27. So now the claw will require 27 rectangles, 6 pentagons, and 2 hexagons.
No, I see.
But since it is this expensive, I'm just going to say, okay, you can use it like infinite times. But you need to sacrifice it. Sacrifice. I just say sacrifice what? Let's just say sacrifice 3 rectangles. Okay, so for each grab, sacrifice 3 rectangles. So there we go. So that has something to do with the inventory, so it belongs to the inventory group. Alright. Let a hand card from your opponent become activated in your inventory without using any resource card 3 times.
Another interesting thing for an object, I think, would be something like a place, pretty much, or an object, I guess, that allows you to get a lot of resource cards instantly. But once your turn ends, you have to give away double the amount later on, pretty much. It can give you a short burst of resources that you can finish something, but then it will incrementally each turn just get away like one resource, random resource from you or something like that. Till, for example, if
Or
you get
maybe
5 resources, it takes away 10
Oh wait,
in
hold on.
total.
Okay, I think I can call this like parasite. So wait, hold on. Let me just make a parasite. Parasite. So what a parasite can do, anyone who have this in his or her inventory will need to sacrifice maybe let's just say like 3 rectangles or 3
Any free shapes?
yeah 3 shapes. Anyone who have this in his or her inventory will need to sacrifice 3 shapes and then roll a dice. Roll a dice. If bigger than 4, toss the parasite to another player of your choice.
I didn't know there will be a dice. I didn't know there will be a dice. You didn't mention that.
Yeah, I didn't know that I'm going to use a dice as well, but now we know we're just going to use a dice as well, so yay. Just to determine randomness.
What I meant, yeah, I know. But when I meant about that tower, it should be like useful to you. This parasite is kind of like you're attacking the enemy a little bit. But I want you to take the risk. Let's say you want to finish something and you have to attack your opponent. So you go in and pretty much take a loan from one of your objects. You get a lot of resources, but then you have to return them with bonus,
Wait.
of course.
Wait a second. Hold on. Okay. Let me reorganize my worksheet a little bit because oh boy, it's a little bit messy now.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Hmm. Okay. Oh, one thing about the slot. When I say, okay, when you want to build an object by using your resource cards, you must make sure that those cards are in your inventory slot, not on your hand deck. Then you can use them to
I
make
see.
those objects.
So resources have to be in the inventory slot, right?
Yes, they have to.
What about the simple card that allows your opponent to change your shapes?
To
What if the
change my
opponent can
shape.
use a knife to cut your? Yeah.
Ooh.
What if the opponent can use it to cut your shapes?
Hmm.
Multi-purpose knife, I guess. You could just use the same knife.
Yeah,
But
I'm
it
thinking.
could be used for the opponent or for yourself, I guess.
Hmm. But I was thinking about, hmm. I have no idea.
What do you mean?
It seems like it has no point for that. Like, cutting your opponent shapes into smaller parts. Like,
Well, I can very simply say if you have your rectangles or whatever placed beside your opponent and he sees that you have something, some sort of shapes, and he, for example, knows that you can make either some sort of an object that is threatening to him, he can just simply cut your shapes and you won't be able to do that.
okay, so I guess I'm just going
Because
to
you need
make
specific
two
shapes for
knives.
that.
Okay, so let's just go back to that.
You
Okay.
can just have one knife. You
So
can have
now,
the same knife,
okay.
but you can use it on yourself or the opponent.
So now I would say now I have two types of knife. One knife will only allow you to use it on yourself, and then another knife will only allow you to use it to attack.
Attack the resources, I guess.
Yep, exactly. Separate sources that you have. Separate resources you have. Or separate resources that your opponent has. Into smaller shapes. And then a tape. Okay, but I have another idea, which is the chain. So a chain, it's like it will not use up any slot in your inventory because it is placed between players. And then when oh wait, okay, when a player
But
is attacked, then the player beside. Oh wait, how can I say this? Okay, let's just use player.
what exactly do you want to do with the chain?
It's like basically you will tie two random people together, and then if any of them get attacked, the other one will get attacked as well. The same effect will happen.
Yeah, I see.
So for example, if like two players are being tied together by that chain, let's say I use my knife on his resource, and then the other one will be get cut as well.
The same
Or
thing happens, but what if I destroy one of his constructions?
and
Or
then the
objects,
same thing
but
will
I don't
happen
have
to
the same object.
Yes, and then like the other one will destroy it as well.
So he can destroy any object as well.
Not quite. It's something like if a player try to destroy, like, okay, let's just say player A and player B are chained together, and then player C will destroy one object from player A. This also means that one object from player B will be destroyed as well.
That's really powerful.
Okay, so plays between players. Okay, so say player A and B are chained. When player A is attacked, player B is attacked as well. Alright, now for the chain. Okay, let's just say either the range can be the hyperkey modifier or the array modifier, if you know Blender a little bit. So I'm just going to add one column, insert column modifier, which is the range. So the chain. Okay, and then a modifier will require 5 objects to make. So a chain. So let's just say a chain is made out of like what? Like just simple chain. So okay, it will require like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so it's just gonna be like 4 hexagons. Yeah, like 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 hexagon, and then we will require 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 rectangles, and then after 8, we oh wait. I guess I will have to double that, so it's 16 rectangles and 8 hexagons for that, and then we will just need one modifier, which is the array modifier. Oh boy. Okay, this one is going to be miscellaneous. Oh, just in case.
What if you have like what if you could lock the
Lock what?
one part of the enemy's let's see, how is that thing called again? You have your inventory, right? The one that your opponents can see. Right?
Oh, so you're just going to make
you
it
could have an
invisible.
object. No, you can probably make it invisible. with
Oh, or
one
something
object.
like make
But I
them
wonder,
unable
can
to access their inventory.
Yes, that type of thing, but only a
Ooh.
part. No, only a
Okay.
part, but for a long time.
Make a part of the inventory unaccessible. Alright, I will jot that down. Oh yeah, just in case, I've sent you a friend request. Did you see that? Did you saw
Oh
that?
yeah, I see. Yeah, yeah. Now I see.
Yep, because now I really
Okay.
need to go to the bathroom now. And then weird thing to me, when every time when I go to the bathroom, it will take me somewhere around like an hour or a long time. So yeah, I guess I will see you again later, and I will be streaming as well.
Yeah. All right. I'm probably
Alright.
not gonna be for a long time. It's
Huh.
almost 2 a.m. for me.
2 a.m. Where are you? What?
Yes. Well, where are you then? I'm
I'm.
from Lithuania.
Where you from again? Beg your pardon?
Lithuania.
Oh, Lithuania. That is like 6 hours away from me. That is like. I'm now in the
6 hours
US.
away.
I also have a friend from Lithuania as well.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
I see.
rarely hear
Well,
of other
good time with
Lithuanians
you.
playing, for example, VR.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was nice
Alright.
talking as well.
Alright.
Good luck with your game.
Thanks. Just let me see. Social. Okay. Have you? So you have accepted my friend request just in case?
Yeah, I accepted.
Yay.
Hmm. What is M2007U?
That is
Is that
actually
a
the name
secretly
of
coded
my
name?
team.
Oh, team? What kind
Yes.
of team?
It's going to be a long story, but fun fact now, I'm actually streaming on my team's channel. So if you actually go to Twitch now, and then you insert like Memo 2007 and then Ultra, you can actually find it.
Memo 2007 Ultra.
Did you found it?
I might try that later. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, second.
Alright, I guess I really have to go now.
I'll do that later then, I guess, or maybe I'll just try it right now.
Okay.
We'll
Thanks for
see.
the help.
See you.
See you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, so that's a stream. As you heard, I have to go to bathroom for a long time. So yeah, it will take somewhere around like 2 hours or maybe like 1 hour or something like that. So yeah, I will have to stop the stream right here and then I will come back later for part 2. So yeah.